Hey guys, got a battle against another person up there. Cerebi chat room, and it's a standard battle for once. So I lead off with my Butterfree as he leads off with Donphan, and I go for the sleep powder, and I predict the switch, and I go for the stun spore, and I was so close to clicking toxic, but luckily I clicked stun spore, so I switch into Porygon Z. Now this is the fucking retarded bit now. I get the freeze hacks. Fair enough, I get freeze. He goes T-Wave. I'm still frozen. He goes for another Ice Punch. Yeah, I can take one. Well, it's a crit. Still take it. And he didn't even get a Power Hacks once. And Porygon Z doesn't get to use Trick. So I bring in Flygon, because I'm retarded. And he's using Ice Punch. And I go for an EQ, and that does over half, which is great. Almost three quarters, and that's great. So he switches, and I didn't want to overpredict, and he goes into Latias, and I predicted some dragon move special. So I go into my new epic Noctowl, which can pretty much take any special attack. Even from Latias, a Draco meter, it only does about 3 quarters. And that's just amazing. That's why he's a beast. So now he switches as I go for the Roost, which I predicted. And he comes into a Scizor, and then I'm like, oh fuck, another Scizor with Bullet Punch and Swords Dance. So he goes for the Swords Dance, and I go for the Nightshade. I don't know why. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be sweet right now. He goes for a Baton Pass, so that's pretty cool, Scizor. And he brings in Lucario. And good thing I Nightshaded, so I broke his Sash. As he goes to the Stone Edge, which will obviously take my Noctowl down. So yeah, Noctowl pretty much failed in this battle. But it should do good in some other battles. So I bring in Butterfree, because I have a Sash, and I can put some Power Hacks on it. Which I do right here. As I get my Sash, I give him Stun Spore, which is good now because he could get Para any time, and then he will go down to any move that I could do. So I bring in my Manectric, which is a request Pokemon by X Oblivion God 123X. Sorry if I got your name wrong there, but that's just a guess. And I go for the Flamethrower, and it kills, and I go for a Hidden Power. Well, it's supposed to be Grass, but so epic Pokestab fail right there. And my Flygon is Pokestab fail as well because it has 3 question marks before his name. So that's retarded by me again. So now I bring in the Flygon, thinking that this thing was banded, but it wasn't banded for some reason. And he goes for the Sucker Punch, as I go for the U-turn, predicting the switch. And then now I just bring in my Metagross, because I knew that it could take out anything that he has now. So he goes into Latias, and he goes for a Surf, and I was pretty sure that I could take it 1, maybe 2, and I survived with just about less than half HP. As I go for the Meteor Mash, and that does about 3 quarters. And he switches into Registeel, but I didn't want to overpredict and go for the Agility right there. As I went for the Meteor Mash, and I get the attack boost, which is great. And now, I believe I go for the Agility at this point. Yeah, I go for the Agility, hoping that he'll get the power, but he doesn't, and he just explodes and goes BOOM! But that pretty much fails, because my Metagross is so beastly. And now that I have +2 speed, I was pretty sure that I could take him out at this point, as he goes into Scizor. And I go for the EQ, and that Scizor takes it because it's a bulky Scizor. But then he went for the Agility, and now I'm thinking, what would he do? So I predicted a Baton Pass into Latias, maybe him predicting the EQ, which he does. And I click Meteor Mash, and I was praying that it didn't miss, and then I'm like, thank God it didn't miss. Thank you, Jesus. So he goes into Donphan now, and I got the EQ, I don't know why. I was just playing retarded, as you probably all know at this point. And I should have went for the Meteor Mash stab move. So I just Meteor Mash here and then he runs. So question of the day, guys. What's your favourite tire of Pokemon? Mine's the UUNU. Which obviously, so comment, rate and subscribe, guys. See you next time.